Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I would like to tell everyone that tonight's show is being recorded, so no need to record anything, but photography is allowed, just no flash photography.
It'll scare the animals.
That's a good point. Yeah. And as well, silence your cell phones, preferably turn them off if you're not taking pictures. And that's it. That said, enjoy second thoughts, everyone.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to start off with saying thank you so much for coming to this performance. This isn't going to be a typical show. I'm literally taking excerpts from my journal entries, polishing them up a bit, and reciting them for you. My name is Kelsy Carson. I'm 25 years old. I love dogs, spaghetti, the moon, and the art of theater, to basically put it in a box. The happiest time of my life was probably when I graduated from EOU in 2014. I rocked my senior recital that previous fall. Evil Dead, what up? I was on a high from playing one of my favorite characters in Rabbit Hole that winter, and I was in a very, very, very healthy relationship. I was the definition of happy. The following winter is when shit hit the fan, and I had no idea why I wasn't happy with the things that previously made me happy. I was newly engaged. I was one class away from completing my degree, and I was in another show at Eastern. What couldn't I be happy about, right? My fiance and I started fighting all the time. I didn't know how to explain to him that I didn't know why I was feeling the things I was feeling, and I didn't know why I wasn't happy anymore. Seeing him so upset by my confusion would only make me want to bottle up my emotions more. I strive off of other people's happiness, and I love being the source of other people's happiness. So when I felt like I was being taken over by these confusing emotions, I was only making those around me not happy. So I bottled up my emotions. I would cry for hours, not being able to stop. I would hyperventilate. I would scream so loud that the next day I wouldn't even be able to whisper. No one really noticed the changes I was going through. I did my best to put on a smile, keep focusing on whatever I was distracting myself with, and barely scratch the surface emotionally with my closest friends. And because of that facade, I lost a few close friends. I lost trust with my family and those close to me, and I kept digging a bigger and bigger hole with every day that passed. The first time I tried to commit suicide was Christmas Eve of 2014. That was just 11 days after being proposed to. I remember getting ready to go over to my mother's house for dinner. I went down to the basement and made a makeshift noose with audio cable cords. I didn't really know what I was doing, but felt like the answer. I hung it over one of the rafters, pulled up a stool, and put my head through the noose. I just stood there for like 5 minutes, trying not to cry, and I kicked the stool out of the way. The cable tightened up around my neck, and I just felt myself choking. I didn't have enough force to break anything, and I felt stupid. I felt worse than I did before. I grabbed onto the next rafter. I gave myself some slack. I untied the cable and walked upstairs to get ready to go to my mom's house. And no one knew. No one said anything. No one knew. This picture is about 2 hours after that attempt. I attempted suicide 7 more times until something finally spoke to me, telling me that I couldn't handle this alone anymore. I still can't tell you what that was that spoke to me. I don't want to call it a ray of light. It wasn't a voice. It wasn't some divine moment. I think for the first time in almost 2 years, logic finally got a turn to control my brain. For almost 2 years, I only had wild emotions run the show, and logic took the back burner. After my last attempt, I woke up and went straight into a walk-in clinic. Just saying the words, "I have suicidal thoughts," to a complete stranger was so unnatural, yet so liberating at the same time. The more I said it, the more I felt the weight of the world come off my shoulders. The next day, after I went to go essential tool in my survival. Moving out was hard. I knew I would never have that same friendship with him again, and I knew that this was the end. And I felt so guilty the entire time. All I wanted out of life was to graduate school, to get married, to have a dog family, to just be normal. And once that was presented to me, I didn't want it anymore. And I didn't know why I didn't want it. So guilt definitely was a huge factor in my manic moments. I felt guilty for feeling bad because in turn that made everyone around me feel bad. And that only made me feel worse. So I felt guilty for lying. I felt just not good. Going to therapy once every other week along with medication really made me realize what I wanted from my life. I wasn't accountable to anyone anymore. I wasn't anxious about every single word that left my mouth, worried that I would hurt someone's feelings. My goal in therapy was to no longer second guess or have second thoughts about my actions. Evaluate them, yes, but be confident in my decisions and confident in knowing what I need in life. That mindset alone has made me a much more relaxed person from the inside out, more focused and more forgiving of myself. I learned what overwhelms me emotionally. I've learned that it is okay to be selfish. I know what my triggers are. I learned how to organize my thoughts when I am having a rough day, which those still happen. I have not had a suicidal thought in 4 months. I'm on the right track to being where I want to be. I have surrounded myself with people that care about me. I no longer feel the need to apologize for being myself. I feel like I can keep up with the world around me, and I feel like it's time to start the next chapter of my life. So, with all of that said, that is my story in a nutshell. I mean, super nutshell story. This show will explain the ups and downs of dealing with everything that has happened to me for the last few years. If you need someone to talk to, that's such a shallow fucking saying, but if you need someone to talk to, please know I'm always an ear. In the depths of the really bad times, I would think about calling someone, texting someone. But that monster of depression, anxiety, whatever you want to call it, would convince you that they don't care. You're not worth them worrying about. So I understand that's a very simple-minded thing to say, is, hey, if you need someone to talk to, I'm always around. Anyone is around. But if you're watching this, I care about you. And I really needed someone to tell me that when I was going through stuff, that they cared about me. And I care about you. So, enjoy the show.
Hey guys, thanks again for coming out. With this, I will start the performance aspect of the show. Am I here for you or for me? What if the passion is there but the execution falls flat and ungracefully? Am I performing to entertain or am I up here to bear all? Is the goal of tonight to make you happy or for me to let these pages fall? jealous. Shit, all this grinding has made me overzealous. Enjoy this show, this performance, this art. Feel free to hate it in your head, but love it in your heart. This is an illustration of emotions at war. Logic with constant conflicts. Someone not knowing who they are anymore. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. And fuck it, if you don't like it, you're free to go. Back to the original question. Is this for you or for me? Will I ever stop playing this key?
What do your demons look like? How do they present themselves to you? Who do they turn you into? Do you smile more or less when they're around? Do you fidget during awkward conversations just so your brain can finally focus on something it can control? Do you have episodes of pure depression? Do you find anything to make yourself laugh? Do you drink more? Do you smoke more? Are your demons physically bigger than you? Are they extroverts or introverts? Do they make you question your perception of reality? Do they make you feel invisible or that 1,000 eyes are on you at all times? Do they make you cynical or happy? Do they do so much mental damage that when you do feel a spark of happiness, it's like taking a deep breath in the middle of a storm-stricken ocean, and you'll do anything to keep that breath going? Do they repress memories or play them on repeat? Are they the enemy or are you? Do they tell you everyone loves you or that no one loves you? Do they make you feel selfish or entitled? How many masks have your demons given you? Which mask is your favorite to wear? Which mask makes you feel the most loved? Or that you're the funniest person to ever live? What about the smartest? The sexiest? How many masks do you have? Do you even know or remember who you are? How long do your demons visit for? Minutes in the dark, hours in the day, weeks, months? Have they ever really left? They're always on the back burner, aren't they? Can you remember a time without them? Were you happier then? Or were you just more naive then? Do your demons help you or harm you? Are your demons your friends or enemies? Do you have control over them or do they have control over you? Do they inspire you or do they crush you? Do your demons make you stronger or weaker? Do they embarrass you or do they empower you? Do your demons make you second guess every little action to where you never feel alone or at peace in your own mind? You are constantly anxious and questioning your own leadership in your life, and you tried ending it all because they convinced you that was the only way out. Do your demons torment you so much that you decided to do anything to prove them wrong? Maybe even share a little bit of yourself in a room full of strangers or friends. Maybe even get professional help. Maybe even muster enough courage to decide to live every single day. No matter how many battles they win, will you win the war? Will you decide to coexist with them? Will you accept that they may never leave? Will you learn to love them? Will you learn to love yourself? What do your demons look like? What have they turned you into?
in your programs, it will say, oh, you don't, oh, okay. It will say that I'm doing a reading called Driving Time. And about an hour ago, I decided I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm not doing it. I'm going to do something else. It was a really silly haiku. You know what haikus are? 5 syllables, 7, 5 again. About driving. I've driven to Portland and back a lot the last few weeks. That's where I'll be moving to. It's if you want to read it. I don't really feel like talking about it. It's my show. I'm going to cut it. So instead, I thought I'd just tell a few stories. I figure I wanted to do an aspect of stand-up to kind of keep that Venn diagram of, you know, the deeper stuff that this show talks about versus, you know, that mask, that funny mask that I wear that I don't mind wearing. But for some reason, getting the structure of stand-up isn't really coming as naturally to me lately, and maybe that's because I'm not as anxious of a person. Maybe I need that. I don't know. So story time. I've been writing this show off and on for about 2-3 months now, and I thought of so many funny jokes that would have been perfect for stand-up. But also in taking medication, I've been smoking the marijuana a bit more. It's legal, it's fine. But it's weird, it's so weird to say. It's still a taboo. But so many people, I mean, the advocates, they'll say, oh, smoking, like it's way less dangerous than drinking, and all, yeah, I'll agree with that. But, you know, and people say, you know, a life has never been lost because of an overdose of marijuana, like you can't overdose on it, really. And I thought about that phrase the last few months because I would get like super baked and I would think of so many fucking funny jokes. You guys, like, I would laugh, like, that's funny, I should write that down. But because I was so stoned, I was too lazy to move to write it down. And the next morning I'd be like, well, fuck, I forgot that. So I feel like we should all take a moment of silence for those jokes that are now dead. Okay. They were funny. So I feel like oh well. In smoking more of the ganja, I've had a lot of self-realization moments, and I was talking to Josh about, so everyone has sexual awakening songs, moments in movies. Like, you're like, oh, like, that is attractive to me. Like, oh, like, Jessica Rabbit. Like, hello. You know, like, there's always that one thing. Like, Josh, I hope you don't mind. This is the Pussycat Dolls buttons. Do you remember that? Like, loosen up my buttons. And then they have the chair, and then they're, like, swinging it, and they have the, I mean, I'm not doing it justice. But, so I agree with that. I agree with that sexual awakening. And I thought about, you know, I have a few, like, normal, like there's a Lady Gaga song, Love Game. If you ever watched that video, it's like, oh, women are like super pretty. Like, I'm into that. Like, not so much, but like, women, I'm into that, but not that. Like, yeah. But, I mean, whatever floats your goat. And, so, look up Google image floating goats, and it's adorable, by the way. They're all in inner tubes, they're having a blast. Anyway, back to the sexual awakening thing. I realized, this is really weird, but it makes sense for me, I guess. One of my sexual awakening moments, one of the first that I can remember, and I hope that he would be proud that he is a sexual icon in my brain for just this one moment of a movie. Robin Williams in Flubber. There's a part, no, I remember watching it, and there's a part where he like eats it or something, and he's like, am I still in the light? Okay. why am I late? He swallows it or something, and he's like, doing the physical, like, where's it going? Whatever. And he does a thing right here. And I don't know, I'm eight or not, I don't know. That was me. Anyway, I don't know how old I was, but I was like, why is that an area? And I was thinking, like, boys have it, like, I knew that boys had a different area, but, like, that was because he makes a face, like, that feels good, like, naughty, and that confused me so much. I was like, you're, like, the hairiest 40-year-old, and I'm like, I'm feeling things down here. Like, it was, I'm not proud, but this is a story. And, so that's what you get instead of my driving haiku, so you're welcome. Yeah, fuck driving haikus! Fuck shitty drivers! Okay, so within this last week, I really put the show together in terms of tech, get programs, like this shit is happening. It's not this like, oh yeah, I should do a show before I leave and not do one. So stress has been a big thing. Luckily, I have really, really good people in my life that say, what do you need? What can I do for you? And it's awesome. But because I have people that care about me, it's a double-edged sword. And I'm helping house sitting, and the people have this king-size California king? Yes. California king Tempur-Pedic mattress with Tempur-Pedic pillow, creme de la creme de bed. And don't give that nice of a mattress to somebody who uses sleep as a coping mechanism. Because I was just like, no, this is nice. Like, noon? Whatever. I'm like, no, Kelsey, I need to get stuff done. Another thing these people have, they have a foot massager. It's like a pod, and you put your feet in, and you press a button, like high or low, and it's like pressure, 3 different settings of rolling ball things, and then it can be heated too. And if you know me, I'm always cold, so that felt real nice. So here I am, like with the massage thingy. I mean, on the computer doing stuff, but I was not as productive as I should have been. I slept really well, so. So, that was your little comic relief of the night. I'm going to get real again. In your programs, if you want to take a look now.
Are you sure?
I don't know what it says. Hold on. Okay. It says, so there's driving time, and then there's taking over. Oh, fuck, I have it. There's taken over. So this is a room. You can snap if you want. Don't do that. So here we go. Different here. Oh, fuck, I need water. I'm sorry. I was laughing too hard. So funny. Your soul is being held hostage and your brain is the weapon. Slowly but surely your defenses lessen. This is who you are now, you have to accept it. There goes your winning personality, your wonder, your wit. As a furious breath blows your hair around your face, you come to the realization that you can't keep up with this pace. Your lungs are on fire, your feet sink into the ground. Your weapon attacks and says, it's best if I weren't around. A new day, a new mood. Finally, you're out of that blue. The sun shines warmly on your skin. You're ready to begin again. You laugh, you joke, you sing, you dance. You decide that you're so thrilled that you've taken this chance of life, this chance of glory and wonder. You finally laugh so hard it sounds like thunder. The day ends, you make it to bed. The cool pillow wraps perfectly around your head. You think to yourself, today was the best I've felt since I can remember. You close your eyes, and and you envision an ember of hope, of compassion and love. In your mind's eye, you reach, but that ember you could barely get a hold of. You toss and turn the whole night away. You wake up to find it's just another blue day.
Wake up, muted colors, overcast in the most unflattering way. Get up or stay down. Rolling over takes some serious convincing. Check phone, read news, share my opinions on what's important, stare at ceiling. One final breath, wobbling my way down the hallway. Sit on toilet, try to stay awake. Contemplate today's activities while pissing out yesterday's lack of water. Barely make it to couch. Sun is so bright. I'm in the same position yet again, but in the living room, so at least I look productive. Netflix, chill, hours. I'm not retaining anything. I notice that it's just as gray and slow out here. Lunchtime. Food neither excites me or disgusts me. It simply exists. It doesn't taste, it doesn't fuel me. I recite a joke. I share my important opinion. Nothing but an argument or passive nods in response. I miss bed. I want sleep. I want nothing more but for this to stop, but then what?
Are you happy?
Well, nothing excites me more than the memories of not feeling like this. Panic attacks. What if I never feel normal again? That girl in these photos, I used to know her. That girl in those photos, I'm wildly jealous of. That ghost in these photos, she no longer exists.
I miss her.
Try not to cry. Distract yourself. Netflix, chill. Hours more and nothing gained. Day lost. Dinner time. The war. Put that smile back on your face. Don't let him know that you're thinking bad thoughts. Don't let him know that you've cried. Fake laughter. Not sure how much longer I can take. This is fine. It's just a phase. I can't let anyone down. I can't not be that glowing ball of sunshine everyone needs. Wait. Do people even need me? He sees your face change. Bedtime. Face to face. No escape. Don't cry now. At least wait until he falls asleep. No longer having dreams. At least none that I can remember. Just black, just black, just black, just black. Wake up, repeat. Still muted colors and that annoying overcast light peeking through the blackout curtains. Get up or stay down. Nothing worth getting up for today. Check phone, read messages. Reply back to all friends that you can't make their events. Blame it on some trivial illness. Worry he will think that you're canceling because of him. I'm not even in charge of my own excuses. Wobble down hallway, eyes still crusted over. Contemplate your week while pissing out what you can only imagine is neon yellow acid. Fall onto couch. Breathe in dust. The air has no movement. You see particles of who knows what dance in the light. Netflix, chill. Genuinely laugh a few times since no one is around to judge your reasoning. Lunchtime. Fake smile time. 50% chance of argument, 50% chance of slow motion, thin ice conversations. Alone again. Panic attack. Calm down before he comes back home. You're a positive light and he cannot see you break. Hours pass. Feels like half a blink's time. You need to feel productive somehow. Too late. Day is wasted. Better luck next time? Bedtime. Hope lost. Wait until he falls asleep. Neither of you want this life for yourself. Fall asleep. Maybe I'll figure something out tomorrow. Wake up, repeat, everything is great. Get up or stay down. Check phone, drop phone, wobble to go piss, melt into couch. Watch moving pictures, retain nothing, fake a smile, walk on eggshells. Watch more moving pictures. Want to die. Bedtime, sleep, wake up, repeat. Gray, stay down, throw phone, crawl down hallway, piss out happiness, couch, blurs of people on TV. Fake that smile, come on, you're a better actress than that. Smile bigger. More blurs, everything has lost its shine. Bedtime, toss and turn, wake up, repeat, stay down, piss self, crawl to couch, stare at blank TV, can't force another smile. Loud words that hurt your eardrums, second guess every emotion you've ever felt. Second guess every action you make. You don't want to upset anyone. Bedtime, cry, sleep. Wake up, repeat. How long has this been going on for? Bedtime, sleeping pills, wake up. I need help. I can't live like this anymore. Bedtime, more sleeping pills, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Repeat.
Sorry about that. So something that's really helped me with my anxiety issues, I've been going to yoga / meditation groups, and this is going to be like kind of an interactive piece, so if you'd like to participate, that'd be cool. If not, that's your loss. So with this, you don't feel like you need to move around. I mean, be comfortable. That's the thing about meditation that I love. There's no real wrong way to do it. There's no right way to do it. I mean, as long as you feel at least 1% better, you've done great. Like that's the whole point. So with this, get comfy. However, cross your legs or whatever. Don't kick anybody. Don't get too comfortable. So just close your eyes. My eyes are going to be closed, so if your eyes are open, you're looking at me. I look stupid, so stop that. Close your eyes. Just take a deep breath. Don't worry. However that is to you, through your mouth, through your nose, whatever is comfortable for you. Feel your shoulders. Observe, really focus. Are they at your ears? Are they already pretty loosey-goosey? Take a deep breath and roll your shoulders down as you exhale. Roll your neck from side to side if you need to. No rush. Do whatever's comfortable. Now, if you notice that your shoulders are really tight, keep working on that. So that's where I hold a lot of my stress. I call it trampoline shoulder because I feel like they're so tight, somebody can jump on it and bounce to the moon. So, whatever you call it, get rid of it. You don't need it right now. Now, as you're seated, focus on your arms. Are they comfortable? As comfortable as they can be in your current position. With your next deep breath, I want you to kind of inhale, and when you exhale, notice your arms just relax. Get deeper into where they are. Focus on the fingers, kind of wiggle them around, be aware of them, but not too aware. Keep breathing. Now, what helps me in meditation is knowing that your brain's purpose is to continue thinking. That is its job. Your lungs are there to help you breathe. Your eyes are there to see. Your brain is to continue processing thoughts. So meditation is just calming that organ down. Obviously, you're going to have wandering thoughts, but that's okay. You know you're not brain dead. But try to focus on your favorite color. It can be hot pink, it can be black, whatever color it is that calms you down. Just focus on that color. Now imagine an object that brings you joy. A flower, a book, your favorite pen, anything that you can put that color onto. How does this object make you feel? Why does it make you feel that way? Is it a memory? Is it a possibility? Now, if you want, don't feel like you have to. I just want to let my hips hurt from sitting down for too long. You're more than welcome to open your eyes to stand up so you're not hurting anybody. I'm standing up, but my eyes are closed, so it's not like I can see you because I'm true to my word. So, if you're sitting down or standing up, try to rotate your hips in whatever position you're in, or your feet or your legs if you're sitting down. That's another place where I hold a lot of my stress, my shoulders and my right above my lower back there. When you breathe, breathe into that area. Still focus on that favorite color object. It's okay if your mind wanders, just try to bring it back. What I like about meditation and yoga is they have a lot of subtle power poses. You're not slouching, your head is up. You're aligning the top of your skull all the way down your spine. And your chest is very open. It's a very open stance, a very welcoming stance. Power stance. Now if you're standing up, you can sit back down. Roll your neck one more time, whatever direction. If you notice a sore spot, focus on that, but don't go too hard. color and that object. How does it make you feel? One last deep breath. And now slowly open your eyes. Do you feel at least 1% better than when you walked in? Yeah?
Yeah.
And you did your job. That's awesome. You can see why going to that once a week or whatever schedule, I understand people going like, fuck yeah, meditation, and like, you feel so much better. So thank you for being a sport and doing that with me. The energy's already kind of lifted. So, with that, I have my last reading, and it is called Is This Real? It's short and sweet, to the point. I wrote this, honestly, like I said, I was a little scony baloney, but I was super happy that day. It was a very good day for me. Kind of in my video, how I said I haven't had a suicidal thought for 4 months to the day, April 1st. This was just the product of that mindset, but all in an hour's time. It was just, I was high on endorphins. So, yeah.
That's what you want to call them.
If you want to call them endorphins. And THC. Hopefully mostly endorphins. Okay. Today is a good day. I shared my infatuation with him to my world. I landed my first theater performance gig in Portland. I had a great second to last session with my counselor. My life is full again. At least it feels that way. Things make sense. I can remain calm when swept up in a raging tide of confusion and anger. I haven't had a single second thought today. I'm ready. I'm scared. But the universe, or whatever, is telling me that I'm ready.
Is that your
My
OCD?
struggle with my mental health has been my whole.
I was in second grade. Just remember my mind always being giddy, bad.
It wasn't until I think I was about 15.
I think when I started getting depressed was after middle school. I was in the 4th grade and I went, I'm not okay. I'm not
My immediate reaction to my depression was anger.
I started modeling
was just this moment where like getting all of a sudden I'm getting older.
Learning who I am, being raised by conservative Christian parents.
I was 7 years old, and I had no idea what was happening.
So they called the ambulance, and I passed out hyperventilating. Everyone has a mask around everyone.
There's times where it was really bad, there's times where it wasn't. There's times where I tried to turn it off, and there's times where it didn't exist.
I think the biggest component to it is I was trying so hard to understand religion at that time. I just kind of felt like I wasn't connected with that.
And I was like, this kind of makes me want to kill myself. Like, I had no idea how much I was not liked in my group of friends. I started going to therapy, and they thought that I was maybe bipolar. And I guess if you put bipolar people on some antidepressants, it will,
I'm not saying that's going to get better, just get rid of a mental disease.
talk about why do you feel like that? I was like, I don't fucking know.
Who the fuck am I?
At the end of the day, you end up with you yourself. Do you like you? Do you like the choices you've made today?
For a long time, I would just stay in bed all day, every day.
I would very eat. I would just drink all day.
I would describe it as like a monster in my head. It's like in camouflage. But it's a fucking virus.
Feeling super detached. Everything just stopped as much.
And that's when I started getting into cutting self-medications, burning myself alone, realizing that this is my new normal.
Things will not fast. But it will slowly
Throw up all the time. You need to start trying to be okay. Just want to feel fine so bad that you want everyone else to see you as fine.
They have anger in your tied to my neck, and no one can see it.
That depression monster really are the big gas in it. The test in my fucking brain. I tried to kill myself.
Everything was your fault.
I cut the shit out of my legs last night.
You feel like you're just losing yourself.
I feel disgusting.
You can be selfish and be selfish.
I'm not proud of a few things that I've done. I'm not proud of how I've treated people. I'm not proud of things I've said. I'm not proud of things I've heard. But I'm a good person, I think. We all make mistakes. We all get confused. I'm gonna be okay.
I feel like I've taken a lot stronger of a person. There's been a lot of up and downs, so I feel like I've grown a lot. Make plans for the future. I think I'm in a much better place now. Trying to find a space where I'm truly accepted. This past year of my life has been one of the best. I've been discovering who I am and what I want, and that's been really good for me. Like, it sucks going through it. I feel like it's a necessary part of my life. I need to stand up for what I want and what I need.
The one thing that's always gotten my mind out of it, or getting distracted, it's always been music and artists. The only thing you can ever ask for is that someone relates to it. Some people learn the words, and myself is like, whew, it makes me really happy. So
Things really sucked, but then I somehow got to this point where I didn't think about killing myself all the time. From that point on till now, I've been able to see huge progress in my life and where I'm at. I feel like I have me under control, though everything else could be crazy. As long as I'm cool with myself, then I don't want to kill myself.